This is my comedy routine. Good evening, everyone. Can anybody hear me? Okay, great. We're going to get started in just about 1 minute. We're getting our sound system set up. So if you need to take a seat, please do so. And we'll be starting in just a moment. Thank you so much. Okay, without further ado, good evening. Am I still on? Okay. Thank you so much for joining us here for the 2025 Oak Park State of the City event. I'm Director of Communications, Brittany Toth, and I'm so happy to be here with all of you this evening. It's my pleasure to first welcome Angela Kelly, who will do our opening ceremony with a performance of the national anthem. A little bit about Angie. She's a Detroit native who began singing at the young age of 6 in her family's church. She recently retired from the UAW Ford Motor Company, following a remarkable 3-decade career. Angie has been the powerful voice behind the national anthem at UAW national meetings for many years, and it's our extreme pleasure to welcome Angela Kelly.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Angie. And now it's my honor to introduce my boss and your city manager, a seasoned public administrator and visionary leader guiding Oak Park's continued growth and success, Erik Tungate. Mr. Tungate served as city manager of Oak Park for more than a decade, bringing more than 20 years of leadership experience across both private and public sector. With a focus on economic development, finance, and public engagement, Erik has played a pivotal role in the city's transformation. He holds multiple professional certifications and has been recognized with top honors, including Crain's Detroit 40 Under 40 and Public Service Executive of the Year by American Society for Public Administration. Erik's tenure has been instrumental in the remarkable revitalization Oak Park enjoys today. Please welcome City Manager Erik Tungate.
Wow, I don't know who that person Brittany is talking about is, but thank you so much. Thank you for that warm introduction, Brittany, and it's a true honor to stand before you once again as we reflect on our journey and look ahead to an even brighter future for our city. Before we begin, I'd like to recognize the outstanding leadership team that makes this city the vibrant, resilient community it is today. And I'd like to start with the City Council. They are the finest elected officials in the entire state of Michigan, starting with our mayor, Marian McClellan. Mayor Pro Tem Sean Whitehead, Councilmember Solomon Radner, Councilmember Julie Edgar, and last but not least, Councilmember Stephanie Crawford. Additionally, I'd like to take a moment to honor and recognize recently retired longtime City Council member and public servant Carolyn Burns. Carolyn served in various roles and committees over her 25-plus years experience and as an Oak Park resident, and she embodies the hands-on, hard-working spirit of our city and really is the heart of a true public servant. Her years of dedicated, dependable service to our city, as well as her passion for fairness, diversity, and faith, is really unwavering. Thank you, Carolyn, for your significant contributions to our city. And to our dedicated management team, sitting to my right over here, thank you for your tireless service. The members of our team are here with us tonight, so if you could please stand when I call your name, directors. First, we have Dave DeCoster, our Deputy City Manager of Municipal Services and Public Works. Adam Ozarzak, our Deputy City Manager of Community Services. Director Steve Cooper in the back, our Director of Public Safety. Courtney Kraus, our City Attorney. Thank you, Courtney. Ricardo Singson, our IT Director. Our City Clerk, Ed Norris, is here. Hi, Ed. Carla Allen, our Human Resources Director. Lori Stasiak, our Recreation Director. Kimberly the Wolf Schaff is here, our Library Director. Brittany Toth, our Director of Communications and Public Information. Jolynn Williams, our Deputy City Clerk and Director of Elections. Sandra Crawford, our Finance Director. And last but certainly not least, Kim Maroney, our Director of Municipal Services. Thank you. Let's also take a moment to recognize the brave men and women of our Public Safety Department who are here with us tonight, to my left. Their courage and commitment are really the backbone of our community. And, you know, we want to thank each of them. And by the way, thank you for standing this entire time, all of you. This year marks the conclusion of my 13th year as the city manager here. It's been a remarkable journey, filled with challenges, triumphs, and definitely transformation. When I arrived in 2012, Oak Park was facing one of the most difficult financial periods in its history. So I'd like to share a quote, as you can see on the screen. This is from my 2012-2013 budget transmittal letter. It became evident early in the budget process that this would be a difficult year. Preliminary estimates indicated that the general fund would have a deficit of $3.3 million if no changes to the budget were requested. That was our reality then. Today, we stand in a very different place, not only making headlines for our momentum, but likewise for our innovation and sustainable investments in our community. Today, we are investing in parks and recreation, building new facilities, and shaping a future that reflects the hopes and dreams of our residents. When I was recently asked by a local reporter how I plan to build on the city's legacy, I responded, by being innovative, we are honoring Oak Park's long-standing tradition of progressive thinking along with practical know-how. And really, the results speak for themselves. So tonight, I'm proud to announce that our new budget includes a 17.3% rainy day fund. We didn't have a rainy day fund back in 2012. And that represents about $4.5 million. This is a testament to our fiscal discipline and our long-term planning. And even more exciting, in the budget approved by City Council on May 19th, our taxable value has now surpassed where it was prior to the Great Recession of 2008. I never thought I'd say that, but here we are. Most importantly, that means our residents have added nearly $800 million in market value to their homes. So that isn't just a win for the city's bottom line, it's a win for every resident who has invested in this community. And speaking of a win, as I mentioned a moment ago when I first stepped into this role, our city faced a tremendous deficit. Today, in 2025, I am proud to report that Oak Park is both financially strong and stable. I'm pleased to share that we've navigated each challenge and produced a budget that balances fiscal responsibility with strategic growth. So here are just a few highlights from the adopted budget. Some of you may not find this as exciting as others. No fee increases for solid waste services, and this is the 6th straight year that I can say that. Hold your applause, whoa. A lower than planned for 6% combined water and sewer rate increase. No increase to our stormwater for the 4th consecutive year since its inception. And we're going to keep staff salaries competitive, but we're not planning for any across-the-board increases this year. It's been the first time in a while. We're doing that all while we're making major capital investments in parks and recreation facilities that have already begun, including the event hub, which we'll see tonight, our trailways in our parks, Tyler Park, in a partnership with the city, with Berkeley Schools, and Shepherd Park. Also, Oak Park is holding steady with an A+ bond rating with a stable outlook from Standard & Poor's Global Ratings. And here's the most exciting, there you go, okay. And here's the most exciting part. Last week, we began issuing bonds to fund our brand new community center. Our bonds hit the market last Wednesday morning and sold within hours. And you may be wondering, what does that mean? It means that private market investors share our confidence in Oak Park's financial position and in its future. They're putting their money where their confidence is, and that's right here in Oak Park. This is a moment that we've long prepared for, and guess what? Now it's here. To say I'm proud or excited would be a vast understatement. So in conclusion, our budget is strong, our vision is clear, and our team stands ready. To the residents of Oak Park, thank you. You've given us your trust, your hard-earned tax dollars, your ideas, and your energy. And you've helped shape a city that's no longer a quiet suburb, but a bold, forward-moving community. We are determined to meet our goals one step at a time with the support of an all-star team of staff and the most dedicated elected officials on the planet. Tonight's theme is celebrating strong roots and pushing to new heights. And that's exactly what we're doing. With every new project, every new partnership, and every new idea, we are honoring our past while building our future. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for the incredible opportunity to be your city manager for all these years. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce someone who has been a steadfast partner in this journey, our mayor, Marian McClellan.
Thank you, Eric. It is my great honor to welcome you to the 2025 Oak Park State of the City Address. Thank you all so much for being here. I'd like to take a moment to thank our elected officials who are also here today. We have Cody Schwab from Congressman Stevens' office. Congressman Stevens helped us with $1 million grant to help us build what's coming next door. Then I'd like to welcome State Representative Regina Weiss and State Representative Jason Hoskins. Rep. Weiss and Rep. Hoskins helped get us a $3 million grant for next door. We have County Commissioner Yolanda Smith-Charles. We have Chief Judge Michelle Friedman Apple. And we have Judge Horowitz. Thank you. Tonight, we gather together under the theme, Celebrating Strong Roots and Reaching New Heights. And when I say strong roots, I truly mean it, because Oak Park has always been a place where strength and resilience are rooted deep in our history. And right now, we're watching Oak Park bloom into something remarkable. Let me take you back for a moment, not 10 years, but way back to the turn of the 20th century. The area we call Oak Park was just farmland with swamps and peat bogs that sometimes caught fire on their own and burned for months. Not exactly the image of a thriving suburb, but it was a beginning. Things began to change with the rise of the automobile. Detroit's population exploded, and developers started looking outward. In 1914, the Majestic Land Company saw promise here among the oak trees. And just like that, the name Oak Park was born. By 1927, we incorporated as a village, although growth was slow. When they finally got the water mains installed, the whole village threw a big party under tents on 8 Mile and Coolidge that lasted through the night. These were people who knew how to celebrate progress. And we carry that same spirit with us today. In 1945, Oak Park became a city. And unlike other suburbs, everyone was welcome here. We were a blank canvas for returning veterans and families of all backgrounds seeking opportunity. The 1950s were a time of explosive growth in Oak Park. Many Jewish veterans came back from the war and moved in, bringing a strong belief in education, community, and civic life. We started with one school, and after a decade, built 10. The city blossomed. By 1960, Oak Park's population had grown 6-fold, and we were one of the fastest growing cities in the whole country. Later, like so many places in Michigan, we faced some hard years. Manufacturing declined. Families moved on. By 2010, we lost 20% of our population. Our median income fell. Our bond rating slipped. Layoffs and budget cuts followed. I want to pause here. This was our lowest moment. In 2012, the city faced possible insolvency. We had no rainy day fund. On November 7th of that year, while the nation focused on the Obama-Romney presidential election, our residents made a different decision. You voted for yourselves. You chose to believe in Oak Park again. You passed the Headley override, and you gave this city a second chance. Well, we went to work. We hired phenomenal seasoned leadership, starting with visionary city manager Erik Tungate, who along with this outstanding city staff and council began laying the foundations for something bigger. Now let's talk about where we are today. First, 9 Mile Road in 2011 had problems with speeding and safety issues. Limited parking, shuttered businesses, weeds, and broken fences. A consultant once looked at 9 Mile Road and told me, "There's just no there." Well, I invite you to visit there now. We put some there in. We've gone from a place struggling to survive to a city leading Oakland County in property value increases. The before and after is stunning. As City Manager Tungate said, we now have an A+ bond rating. We've rebuilt our reserves. Commercial vacancies are down. Breweries, coffee houses, fitness centers, and more are flocking to Oak Park. We are no longer stagnant, we are vibrant. And today, I'm proud to highlight a few highlights. The 9-mile redesign that we're looking at is a visionary award-winning project. Turn this corridor into a hub for parks, art, trails, and bike lanes. All of this energy attracts new business. It wasn't easy. It took years of planning, community engagement, and grant funding. Thank you again to our funders. But experts estimate that for every dollar in grant funding received, we get $3 in economic activity here at home. So the math just worked, and the results did too. We created 1 road diet, 1 new zip line, 4 new parks, 4 new community art installations, 1 protected bike pathway, 1 new trailhead, and all this through 6 grant funding sources. And ultimately, we attracted more than $7 million in private sector investment. The developers followed the energy. This project put Oak Park on the map, and other cities are looking to replicate what we've done. Novi, Southfield, Hazel Park, and others want in. SEMCOG, the Michigan Planners Association, and others are asking for tours to see how we did it. And we didn't stop there. We are breaking ground today on the Elevate Oak Park Event Hub and Band Shell right next door. This 4-season facility with a commercial kitchen will be home for our new farmers market, year-round community events, an outdoor band shell for concerts, performances, and gatherings. They will bring us together as friends. What makes this project especially meaningful is how it came to life through over 20 community meetings and the voices of you, the residents, who told us what you wanted. Your input helped shape what's next. Phase 2 of Elevate Oak Park will build on that momentum with a new community center, one that gives us space to offer amenities our residents desire and deserve. We're talking about an indoor pool, a walking track, modern fitness spaces, and revitalized play areas for all ages. I tell you, the future in Oak Park just keeps getting brighter. So now let's look at Shepherd Park. It is getting a multi-million-dollar upgrade as well, with shovels already in the ground, thanks to our strong partnership with Oakland County Parks, who are paying the bills. We assure you again, the park's beloved train will remain right where it is while we enhance and expand what makes Shepherd Park so special. Every kid calls it the train park. This exciting glow-up includes upgraded pavilions, a new warming kitchen on the other side of the shelter, new, clean, modern restrooms, a whimsical nature-themed playground designed to spark imagination and play. Even as we add new features, we are preserving the park's natural beauty, the trees that generations of Oak Park families have cherished. Shepherd Park is going to become even more inviting, accessible, and fun for everyone, and we can't wait to welcome you back to enjoy it next summer. We've had several more big wins in Oak Park this year, and I'm excited to highlight a few. We secured $200,000 in ARPA Chore funding so we could expand senior services through July 2026. More support for snow removal, lawn care, and minor home repairs, all to help our older residents remain safe and comfortable in their homes. We partnered with Berkeley Schools at Tyler Park, a smart collaboration that lets us share costs, save taxpayer dollars, and deliver high-quality amenities to our residents without a high price tag. Speaking of partnerships, Oak Park and Southfield teamed up to beautify the Greenfield Gateway. bringing in new landscaping, updated signage, artistic lighting over the Lodge Freeway. It's a shining example, pun intended, of regional collaboration in action. A reminder that when we work together, we all win. Thanks to our hardworking economic development team and the Corridor Improvement Authority, CIA, our Coolidge 9-mile and 11-mile corridors are thriving. Since we started the CIA in 2016, we have experienced millions of dollars in new investment. In 2024 alone, we've welcomed 14 new businesses. Our 11-mile corridor is nearly 100% leased. That is a lot of ribbon cutting, and we are just getting started. To add a personal note, I attended the 4-year anniversary of Oak Park's Dog and Pony Show Brewing. I met a young woman there waiting for a friend. She told me she had driven all the way from Grosse Pointe because someone recommended Oak Park as a great place to hang out. Much like my new friend at Dog and Pony, people all over the region are discovering Oak Park. They're coming from across the region to experience our growing local scene. We have a scene. Our businesses, both new and long-standing, are gaining regional attention and even national recognition. We are in the news every time you turn around for something wonderful happening in Oak Park. Just look at Ernie's Market, a beloved local staple, recently featured nationally on CBS. It's simply astounding, and it's only the beginning. And for a pop of color, we have our signature sunflower gardens, and we have our new community mural at the Oak Park Public Library. It's vibrant, larger than life, a bold expression of who we are, past, present, and future. It was created by Desiree Kelly, a nationally acclaimed artist who grew up right here in Oak Park. Her work captures the spirit of our city in full color, and it's already becoming a beloved landmark. On the public safety front, there is more good news. We are well on our way to becoming fully staffed. Despite national shortages in public safety officers, we, thanks to our charming director, continue to recruit aggressively to keep up with planned retirements and work tirelessly to retain some of the best and brightest officers to protect the people of Oak Park. We have 52 sworn public safety officers, including 6 recent graduates of the police academy who just began their 4 months of field training. In addition, 4 more officers have already committed to joining our team. They began police academy training just last week. We wish them the best in their training. We look forward to officially welcoming them to the Oak Park family in the months ahead. We've expanded our public safety capacities in exciting new ways. First, you can meet K9 Vader, our newest 4-legged officer, who kisses, by the way. Specially trained to detect explosives and ammunition. He's already a valuable, trusted member of our team, and another reason Oak Park remains a safe, welcoming place for us all. We've added a state-of-the-art drone to our toolkit. In line with national best practices, this technology enhances threat surveillance and search and rescue operations. It's not just a powerful tool for our officers, it's a life-saving asset for our community. My friends, the momentum that we're in is real. The results are tangible. The transformation is spectacular and ongoing. And we've done it not by clinging to the past, but by honoring our roots and building boldly toward the future, trying new things. In 1928, the city had a celebration when the water lines were connected, a sign of progress. Today, we break ground on a new kind of infrastructure, an event hub, not for survival, but for community and connection with cherished friends and neighbors. We're no longer a city hoping for a second chance. We are a city setting the bar. We are Oak Park, deeply rooted and ever rising. So enough talk. Let's let the shovels do the talking. You are all invited to join us outside as we officially break ground on Phase 1 of the Elevate Oak Park initiative, a project built for our families and our neighbors and our future. After the groundbreaking, we invite each of you to grab the shovel and pose for a photo. To mark this incredible moment in Oak Park history, you were here. Don't forget to sign our official roster as well. Your name will be included in the city's time capsule, so future generations will know you were here when it all began. Meet us next door for your commemorative Event Hub concert blanket. And let's make history together.